Hi guys, I'm back. This is Sweet, and today I will share to you the perks and incentives I receive as a J1 teacher here in the US. Basta usapang bonus gid guys, abtik kita ana. I mean, basta when it comes to incentives, 'di ba? Parang ang sarap sa ears. And if I recall, no, during my application before, isa yan sa mga sinearch ko mismo sa website ng school district namin. And for this video, I will not be mentioning my school district or even the amount kasi confidential yan, no? Disclaimer na din, may mga incentives sa district ko na pwedeng wala sa ibang school district. Kasi yung mga perks, guys, or yung mga bonuses, nakadepende yan kung saang state ka or saang school district ka na belong. Diba? Anyway, let's start. Huwag na natin itong pahabain. So, may notes ako kasi nilagay ko talaga, even nag-scroll talaga ako sa email ko para to make sure ma-include ko lahat yung mga bonuses na natanggap ko over the school year. Like, after one whole school year, no? So, first bonus na natanggap ko is yung sign-on bonus. It sounds weird, no? Sign-on. Pero I think, yan kasi yung nakalagay sa sa website talaga namin. I'm used kasi sa sign-in bonus. Pero parang, ewan ko. Basta, bonus. So, first, yung sign-on bonus. So, ito yung binibigay the moment you accept the offer from the school. Yun. And, itong sign-on bonus, guys, wala pa akong narinig na state or school district na hindi nagbigay. So, lahat ng state or lahat ng school district nagbibigay, but yung amount ay nakadepende. Okay, yun yung first. Next na natanggap ko is yung mid-year incentive. So, kung sa Pinas to, para siyang Christmas bonus. And, hindi lahat nagbibigay, guys, ha? Hindi lahat nagbibigay ng Christmas or mid-year incentive. Kasi nga, isa yan sa mga sinearch ko. Walang tinatawag na 13th month sa US. So, I was thinking nga, siguro walang Christmas bonus. But, nakadepende talaga siya sa school district. Okay? Yung next naman na natanggap ko is yung employment retention incentives. So, ito yung binibigay na incentive if you decide to stay sa school district after one whole school year. So, if magpipirma ka again ng new contract for the following school year, you will going to receive the employment retention incentives. Next bonus is, kakatanggap ko lang nito like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Yung next bonus naman is yung longevity bonus. So, ito yung bonus na binibigay according to your number of years sa school. So, may bracketing siya. Okay? So, yung nakita ko sa school district namin, if you are with a district for like 1 year to 5 years, ito yung amount mo. 6 to 10, ito yung amount mo. So, binibigay yung bonus na yan sa school district ko. Next naman is yung rural incentive. Itong incentive na to, binibigay siya sa mga teachers na na-assign sa mga rural areas. Pero not really like rural talaga, guys, na bulubundukin yung but parang siya, parang isolated siya na parang parang malayo lang talaga siya sa main road. Pero di siya to the extent na parang bundok-bundok talaga when you say the word rural. So, for this incentive, di ako nakatanggap nito kasi yung school namin is located near the parang main road. So, sayang din yun, no? Pero anyway, it's fine. Yun yung rural incentive, no? May mga kasama akong J1 teachers din dito na nakatanggap talaga sila kasi yung school nila medyo malayo talaga sa main road. But why not, no? Okay na din to, di ba? Next bonus is yung school-based retention bonus. Di ba, nag-mention ako kanina ng retention employment incentives, di ba? Itong school-based retention bonus naman is binibigay if you decide to stay again in your school. But this one is school-based. So, even if, let's say, even if same tayo ng school district, pero itong retention bonus na to, nakadepende siya sa school. I hope I'm making sense. So, sa case ko, hindi ako nakatanggap kasi parang walang budget yung ano namin, yung school namin dito. And actually, guys, big amount talaga siya yung school-based retention bonus. And from what I heard, parang nakadepende siya sa principal. Tapos, di ba ba sa usapang bonus, parang gusto natin makakuha talaga, di ba, ng bonus. So, yung ginawa namin, kasi narinig, konting story time, nung narinig namin yung mga kasama, kasi may group chat kami ng mga Filipino teachers na nasa same school district. So, nung nalaman namin na parang may isang nagsabi sa group chat namin na, nakatanggap ba kayo nitong amount na to? So, sabi namin, wala. Tapos, nag-check na kami sa mga bank namin, ganyan. Tapos, parang sa 9 or 10 namin na mga teachers sa GC na yun, isa lang ang nakatanggap. So, nag-ask kami, gumawa kami ng paraan na malaman what's the reason behind ba't hindi kami nakatanggap ng yung school-based retention bonus na isang district lang naman kami, diba? So, I'm not really sure if ito talaga yung reason behind sa yung school namin ba't pinakatanggap. But yung sabi, prior sa school year 2023-2024, yung school daw namin is parang poor talaga yung attendance ng mga teachers. I don't know why, but parang, you know the idea already, no? So, poor daw yung attendance ng mga teachers sa school namin, kaya tinanggal ng principal yung school-based retention bonus. Kasi feeling ko, parang naisip siguro ng principal na hindi worth it bigyan yung mga teachers from that school year before, nung wala pa kami. Kasi nga, siguro maraming absent. From that term, worse daw yung attendance. So, kaya tinanggal yung budget na yun. Kaya, itong school year namin ngayon, wala siya. Hindi siya kasali sa budget. Kaya, kami, kahit good yung attendance ko, char. Pero yun nga, hindi ako nakatanggap. Or kami lahat sa school namin hindi nakatanggap. Next, this time is yung parang, ito pa, isa, perfect attendance incentives. So, from the name itself, if you have complete attendance for the whole school year, wala kang absent, ibibigay itong incentives sa'yo. Actually, guys, before, kahit nasa Pinas pa ako, ginol ko na talaga na di mag-absent. Kasi nga, perfect attendance incentives, parang di naman itong mahirap i-achieve na perfect attendance. Kasi kahit sa Pinas pa ako, di naman ako nagka-absent talaga. So, ginol ko siya, no? Tapos, unexpectedly, naka-absent ako. Isa. And that was because of the winter season. Kasi yun nangyari sa akin, parang first month pa lang ng winter. Actually, di ko rin siya in-expect. First month pa lang ng winter, maginaw talaga, guys. Kasi especially, di tayo naka-experience ng winter sa Pinas, no? So, yung effect ng ng winter sa katawan ko, na mamaos ako, kahit hindi ako mag-shout or yell or even raise my voice, diba? So, namaos ako, guys. Like, umabot talaga sa point na, like, hangin na lang yung nilalabas ko. So, how can I teach? So, I decided to take a day off. Kaya ako naka-absent. Kaya di ako qualified to get the perfect attendance incentive. Sayang din to. I think pwede kong i-mention yung amount na to kasi very transparent naman yung school district namin for these incentives. For this incentive kasi nga, naka-PDF pa siya sa website namin. Kahit nga kayo machi-check nyo siya. So, yung perfect attendance incentives kayo is $600. I-convert mo yan sa peso. O, diba? Parang ano ko na to eh. Check ko nga. Ano ko lang, multiply. 600 times 55. $55 per dollar. O see? 33,000. Parang ko na to. Isang buwan at kalahati sa Pinas na. Kasi private school ako. Isang buwan at kalahating sahod ko na to, diba? Tapos perfect attendance lang. Sayang, no? So, next school year, i-goal ko na di na mag-absent. Next, another perks, guys, is yung paid seminars. Ito talaga yung isa sa mga best na perks na na-receive at na-experience ko talaga, no? Kasi, dito sa US, guys, if you attend like outside school seminars, they will going to give you like stipend. May ibibigay sila na stipend sa iyo once you attend. And hindi lahat ng PD or professional development sessions may bayad, guys, ha. Baka every seminar maningil kayo. So lang, yung mga outside schools lang na mga seminars, like yung first na na-experience ko na may stipend na na-receive ko talaga, na na-enjoy ko talaga, is yung seminar namin last June 4th and 5th, 2 days. So, yung 2 days na yon may stipend na binigay per day, plus may sahod ba kami sa summer. O, diba? Tiba talaga. So, and isa pa, paid seminars, guys. May seminar ako this coming next month, July 15th to 18th, 3 days siya, guys, sa Texas, San Antonio, Texas, guys. So, ibang state. I'm teaching here in Columbia, South Carolina. So, yung seminar na i-attend ko sa San Antonio, Texas siya, and it's all expense paid, guys. Diba? Grabe yung perks as a J1 teacher. So, provided yung plane ticket back and forth, hotel accommodation, food allowance, guys. So, all I have to do is parang present myself, bring my maleta, and let's go. O, diba? And I think may stipend din yan per day. Kasi nga, diba? 3 days din yun. And I could actually bring my husband with me. But, when we checked the tickets, medyo siya, pricey for us kasi kami kuripot. But anyway, yun nga. So if you happen to if you happen to parang given a chance to attend a seminar from other state or other place, no, try to you can bring your family with you. So isa yun sa mga talagang excited ako this July. So, yun guys. 'Di ba? There are a lot of parang experiences talaga dito na may experience mo as a J1 teacher sa US. And 'di ba, bonus na rin na mag-teach ka sa US. Plus, you get to explore America. 'Di ba? Pero sa case namin, guys, di talaga kami medyo gumagala ng husband ko. It's because we're trying to balance our lifestyle too. Kasi nga, 'di ba, yung main goal natin dito sa US is to save. It's to earn and save. Kasi nga, yung J1 is limited lang yung nito, parang program. It's not forever. So we have to make the most out of it. So yung goal namin is to earn, to save, but also, di naman namin nakakalimutang mag-enjoy. Huwag niyo rin kalimutang mag-enjoy, no? But, manage. Live within your means, within your lifestyle. O, diba? So, I think that's all. Yun yung mga na-receive ko. After one whole school year. So, I hope this will give you more reason to, decide whether you will apply or not. But I think this video would really motivate you to apply. So that's it, guys. Palike na lang di po dara og subscribe. Uy, di naman kagpaminaw na di kaga subscribe. Charis. Bye!